Alicia finally reached the Highland Army. "I am Princess Alicia," she announced, breathless but bold. When Landon heard of her arrival, he stormed out, furious. "You fool! What are you doing here?" She met with him directly. "Landon, I beg you, retreat your men. This war doesn't need more blood." He laughed bitterly. "Retreat? I have orders from Bartlow himself to capture you. And if you resist, I'm to kill you." "What?" she gasped. He turned to his soldiers. "Arrest her. If she resists, hurt her." Alicia turned to Rose, desperation in her eyes. "Please, remember your promise. Keep it friendly. Don't kill anyone, no matter what." Rose hesitated but nodded. Meanwhile, on the battlefield, chaos reigned. Sori fought not with blades, but with purification. His energy was fading fast. "They keep falling into darkness. I can barely keep up," he murmured, panting. "But this is why I exist." Back in Landon's quarters, soldiers charged at Alicia. She moved swiftly, disabling them with skill, but never lethally. "She's still holding back," one soldier shouted. Landon growled, "All of you, take her down." Rose stepped forward. "Stop! Do you even know who you're attacking? She's your princess." "Princess or not, we follow Bartlow," one replied, raising his weapon. Rose joined the fight, holding back as Alicia had asked. "No killing. No killing," she whispered, forcing herself to stop short of fatal strikes. On the field, Sori tapped into his ultimate power. His body shone, and he raised an arrow of pure energy, firing it into the clouds to disperse the malevolence that hung over the city. Inside the room, the fight grew fiercer. Rose's face twisted with doubt. "Alicia, this isn't a friendly anymore. They'll kill us if we keep holding back." She lunged at a soldier, blade drawn for the kill, but Alicia, already wounded, intervened, blocking Rose's strike. "What are you doing?" Rose cried. But then, a blade pierced through Alicia's back. A soldier had stabbed her. "Princess!" Rose screamed. Alicia staggered, blood pouring out, but she smiled gently. "Don't feel bad. It doesn't even hurt," she whispered. "Just clean your blade. It might rust." The soldiers froze. What kind of person is she? A sudden gust blasted through the room, knocking everyone down. Alicia looked up, her vision blurred, and saw a seraph standing over her. Back on the battlefield, Sori collapsed, exhausted. "It's not over. I can feel it." He stood, wobbling, then sprinted toward the border. There, he felt it. The malevolence was like nothing before. "What is that?" "Is that the Lord of Calamity?" In Landon's room, Alicia was still bleeding, still not angry. "If I die, it's okay. I die for my people." But Rose snapped. "They didn't care. They would have killed you without a second thought." She turned, fury in her eyes. "I won't follow your promise anymore." Leaping through the soldiers, she reached Landon. He laughed. "You? You're weak." A knife was suddenly at his throat. "Try me," she hissed. "Move even an inch, and I'll cut your neck open." Landon froze. "All of you, drop your weapons," she shouted. "Do it now, or he dies." They obeyed. Soon after, a white flag was raised on the battlefield. The war was over, or so they thought. Far away, someone seethed with rage. The Lord of Calamity. His servant growled, "No, this truce ruins everything. We needed more malevolence." Sori, still on the mountain, watched. "What is that?" He squinted. "A Helion, but no human form? Wait, this has to be the Lord of Calamity. But what will be the end of this war?" Ela and Edna stood silent, dread creeping into their hearts. Sori knew he wasn't strong enough to face the Lord of Calamity, but he didn't wait for anyone's advice. He jumped straight into the battlefield. "Wait, Sori?" Ela gasped. But it was too late. You could always count on Mleo. His best friend wasn't going to let him face that monster alone. Isla hesitated for a moment, torn. Then she called out, "Edna, we're going too. We can't let him die out there." Sori and Leo stood in front of the Lord of Calamity, who stared at them like they were nothing but cockroaches under his boot. Sori pointed his blade. "I'm the shepherd, and I'm here to purify you." The Lord of Calamity just laughed, deep, mocking. "Purify me!" Sori leapt with a cry, striking hard, but the Lord caught his sword with one hand and slammed him into the ground. "Ah!" Leo shouted. "Sori!" Sori groaned, pain racking his body, but he survived. The Lord stepped forward. "Another shepherd. Ha! I didn't know one had been born. But heed this. Go about your duty, little boy, and leave me alone." Sori forced himself up. "No, I won't run away," he cried. "Isla, Edna, help me." Together, they launched a furious attack, but nothing landed. Not a scratch. The Lord of Calamity flung them away like toys. He raised a hand, gesturing to the swarm of Helions above. "Behold, this malevolence exists for their good." Sori gasped, stumbling back. The weight of the corruption was too much. His seraphs couldn't stay within him. They were forced out. Sori, we're not strong enough, one whispered. We can't fight this thing. As if that wasn't enough, the Lord's voice thundered again. I'll show you. Humans can't be saved. Their hearts are filth, their wills devoured by jealousy and rage. He stretched out his hands. All the malevolence from this war, come forth. The dark energy surged toward Sori like a tsunami. Edna and Ela stood watching in horror. We can't help him. The Lord's gaze turned dark. There is no salvation. Anyone who tries to save humans will drown in their hatred. He smiled coldly. Let me show you what it means for humanity to hate. Meanwhile, the battle had ended. Rose carried Alicia's limp body, blood soaking through her arms. Maltran pressed a hand to Alicia's stomach. She's still bleeding. Get a doctor, now! Alicia stirred faintly, her lips dry. The war? Is it over? She whispered. Yes, it's over. She closed her eyes again. She doesn't even care if she dies? Maltran muttered. Rose stood still. No tears, no emotion. She warned me, she said coldly. Kind hearts don't win wars. You want peace? You fight for it. Band for band, blood for blood. The doctors arrived. Alicia was still alive, barely. Rose looked at her again. Something cracked in her. Maybe she really can sacrifice herself for others. Her eyes narrowed. If Sori is still alive, maybe he can save her. She turned to leave. I'll find him. She rode hard, pushing her horse up the mountain, unaware of what Sori was enduring. Elsewhere, the seraph who saved Alicia walked the field. No one's dead? How boring, he muttered, walking off. Lord Sag of the Roland army arrived next. They're still alive, even the Highland soldiers. He called for the doctors, looking over the wounded. When will this world stop being so damn evil? Where is all this even going? Back on the battlefield, Sori was losing ground. The Lord's servant stepped forward. You dare challenge our Lord? Then fight me first. The Lord of Calamity turned to leave. I hope you win, Shepherd, he said coldly. Not because I care, but because I want to kill you myself later. And when I do, the despair it'll cause will flood the world. He vanished into the darkness. Mleo arrived just in time. Sori, you're not fighting alone. Even though seraphs weren't meant to battle Helians, Mleo stood firm beside his friend. Ela, Edna, he called. They arrived too. They couldn't fight Helians directly, but they could dispel them. Mleo raised a wall of protection. Hold them off. Edna unfurled her umbrella, sending light through the shadows. Let's go. They fought side by side, not knowing how long they had, not knowing if they'd survive. Meanwhile, Rose pressed on. She didn't know where Sori was, but she would find him. A wind stirred. The seraph joined her on horseback. Why are you still with me? She asked. I don't care about your war, he replied. But I do care about something else. So shut up and follow my lead, unless you want your friend to die. She scowled, but said nothing. As they climbed, the seraph's face grew grave. This malevolence, it's too thick. It feels like every dark emotion in the world has gathered here. What will become of humanity if this continues? Rose whispered. Before they reached him, Sori had finished off the last Helian, but he was barely standing. Sori! Rose's voice rang out. He turned and faltered. A Helian rushed him, but the seraph slashed it away in a flash. He looked at Sori and said flatly, Don't misunderstand. I don't care about you.